This is Jim Williams with the Hurricane City Tropical Update for August 11th, 6:30 p.m. Here's the water vapor loop of the Atlantic Basin, and we lost Tropical Depression number 5 today in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. We still are watching Invest 93L, so let's get right to it. This system has been very weak the entire time, and I really think they wasted time classifying this as a tropical depression. I know they have to warn people for potential watches and warnings, but the recon was out there the last 2 days, and they were finding an average wind of 10 to 20 miles an hour in this system. It never really got classified. The textbook classification of a tropical depression is usually 25 to 35 mile an hour winds. This didn't even reach 25 miles an hour. I think they probably should have never bothered classifying this. But nevertheless, the system is up near the Panhandle, about ready to move inland. And what happened was this was an upper level low that came across the Gulf of Mexico, and there was a trough of low pressure associated with it. A broad area of low pressure developed off the southwest Florida coast, and the recon closed off a circulation, but again, the winds were very light, so it was kind of a waste of a classification. But anyway, here's 93L out here, northeast of the Leeward Islands. It's either this or this. I'm not sure which one it is. This has a good circulation associated with it, moving off to the northeast, and this may have a circulation as well. We'll get to the details on that in just a minute. And we have this area east of the Windward Islands. That's going to be the one to watch over the next several days as this gets into the western Caribbean Sea, so we'll have to watch that. Africa's kind of quiet right now. I talked to Bill earlier today, and he had a good analogy for this season so far. What we've witnessed so far is preseason. The ball is on the tee, and it's about to be kicked off. This is where the Cape Verde season gets cranking, and Phil Klotzbeck had some interesting mention today in an interview with whatsupwiththat.com. He mentioned the accumulated cyclone energy index, and in years where there's a La Nina, and we have to wait till the second hurricane to develop until around August 20th or so, the years that's happened, like what's happening so far this year, have had tremendously high accumulative cyclone energy indexes, meaning that there's been a lot of powerful systems that have happened after August 20th in years like this. So we need to get ready, get your supplies ready now, and be prepared for a lot of activity coming across the Atlantic, because things are going to crank up pretty soon. Let's go ahead and take a close look at these systems, each one of them. Here's the close-up visible of Invest 94L, which became Tropical Depression number 5. There is the center of circulation right there, south of Destin, Fort Walton, ready to move into Pensacola. Very weak system. They're not going to get a lot of wind out of this. Some rain's going to come in for the next 24 hours in the Panhandle and in southeast Louisiana and Mississippi, but overall nothing to be concerned about. It did not become Tropical Storm Danielle, and it's not going to. Here's Here's Invest 93L. Now here's an interesting circulation right out here. Right here there's a circulation, and it's moving off to the northeast, and there's another circulation right here with a blow-off blowing off to the northeast. And I don't know if this is Invest 93L. This could very well get classified because it's got the center of circulation within the cloud canopy here, whereas this one, the center of circulation is to the west of the convection. But we'll watch these. At any moment this could become a depression. The models still insist on this becoming a tropical storm in the North Atlantic. And, but the GFDL model predicted that Cullen would become a hurricane near Bermuda. It predicted that Bonnie would become a hurricane. It predicted that this system, TD number 5, would become a Category 2 hurricane and head towards Texas. So the GFDL model has had a horrible year in intensity, but the track has been okay with it. But the models have been inconsistent with intensity so far this year, so we're going to have to watch that closely as the year goes by. All right, well, that's it for now. Here's another look at the water vapor loop. Things are quiet. Prepare now while it's quiet. Things are going to get active soon. That's it for now. We'll be back with another update in a few days, and check out the latest on hurricanecity.com as we ramp up to the height of the season. Thank you again for visiting Hurricane City.